Welcome to another episode of Combos Court. We got Esso, we got Clue. Clue, I tried to tell you Brunson was gonna change the team around, man. I tried to tell you
This
that.
guy, man.
I tried to
This
tell
guy,
you.
He knows how to lie good on camera. I like that, man. I was probably the only one who liked the Brunson trade. Everyone was like, nah. Oh, yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
I like the
Hein-
Brunson trade.
I was rooting, when I heard he was available, I was rooting for him to get traded to the Knicks, bro. I foreseen everything that's happening now. I mean, maybe not to the level that it is. Like, I didn't know
That's
he was
what I'm saying. Did you think he could be the best player on a championship team? He hasn't
Yeah,
done it
yes,
yet, but
yes.
you thought that at the time.
Yes. I
I
swear to
thought
God.
all-star level. I didn't know he was gonna be A1 Brunson though.
I mean, I seen the maturation from high school and then what he was doing in college and then when he was playing in Dallas, like he was playing behind Luka. I seen that. I'm like, yo, if he gets his own team,
glimpses.
he's gonna be serious.
I'm not gonna lie, I ain't see it. I was pushing pause for Spider Mitchell.
A lot of people didn't see it though.
That
actually
backcourt can
wanna-
still happen, by the way.
No, don't get me wrong. I said the same thing about Spider Mitchell. When I seen Spider Mitchell, in college, I thought he was good. And I seen him at Brooklyn's run before he even got in the league. I was like, yo, this kid gonna be a problem. I went in the chat right away. We got a basketball chat. I went in the chat right away like, yo, this kid right here is gonna be all-star material. And plus he's Panamanian. The kid.
I didn't know that.
You know what I
didn't
mean?
know that.
Yeah.
It's always some favoritism going around.
It
with the ball
is what it
players.
is, man. You know what I'm saying?
Esso was saying that Brunson, he wasn't saying, he was showing me the post that Brunson now has more playoff points than
Carmelo.
Melo.
Yeah,
I mean,
already.
I heard Richard Jefferson saying that that's the most important, the best Knick in the past 20 years, but I don't know, man. Carmelo might have something to say about that.
I mean, listen, at the end of the day, I feel like Carmelo was a different animal. Like, you know what I'm saying? From, the draft class, come off the championship, coming into the league. And then he just had the hype, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But he didn't say best player. He said best Nick. So Carmelo could have had the most tools because he has a lot of tools. He was strong. Pause. He could shoot the turnaround, dribble the rock. But winning is a big factor in becoming the best of what you're doing. You got to win games, bro.
Yeah, and I was saying before the recording that I'd rather play with Brunson than Melo. Like, I just feel like...
Why you say that, though?
Because, Melo's an ISO scorer, Brunson game manages, he gets his teammates involved a little bit more, even though he could score as well. But I mean, Melo's more like talented. Like, I think he's all-time greater right now,
I mean, he's 6'8". He had a different body structure to succeed playing basketball.
And that's a whole other thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in basketball, Paul, they say size matters. Brunson's not a tall guard, and he's still doing what he do, still scoring 40-plus points in the playoffs, like game after game after game. And he would have had another 40-point game had he not got a little tweak on his foot.
You're right, bro.
Can we talk about this, though? I really think it's because, and I talk to people about this, Brunson has two guards that have played with him in college, that
100%.
they know him, and they're cool with deferring to him. They're not competing with him at all. So whether he scores 40 points or he scores 12 points, they're actually cool with it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that helps with the camaraderie.
100%.
Helps with going forward with the winning games, and it puts him in a position to be able to shoot whenever he wants to.
Situation matters. It's also helping Hart and DiVincenzo as well, big time.
But
And imagine having your dad on the bench.
at their defense, DiVincenzo and Hart, that's where they come from. Like, Chenzo was playing behind Steph Curry, so it's like they're already used to that.
And he won a ring
role.
with Giannis.
Right.
He was in Milwaukee. He won a ring with Giannis too, so that means something.
You're
And Josh
already used
Hart,
to that role, man. So
Yeah.
it's an easy transition for him.
I've talked a lot. I talk a lot to the Knicks fans because I work with the Knicks YouTube channel, and they're all telling me, shouts to Knicks Fan TV. They're all telling me the Knicks are better without Randall. I don't know,
I've
man.
been saying that though.
I can't.
I don't agree with that.
You know what?
I thought that they
let me say one thing.
Be,
They could be doing this right now if Julius was there, though. They might be having this much
doubt it.
success too.
Because when it hit a bump in the road and everyone's seen it, the world's seen it, when Brunson took a shot, I think he might have missed, and then, Randall got mad and rolled his eyes.
That's his personality a little bit.
That's a bad personality trait. Bad personality trait to have. Like you're not happy for your teammate? Like,
but they said Carmelo used to be like that.
Nah.
That he wasn't
I've hooped with Melo 10 million times. Melo's on the court.
It's different though
and
in
he's
pickup.
smiling, laughing, having fun, bro.
It's different in pickup.
Even though
though.
he's playing serious, he's smiling, laughing, having fun. He does the same thing in games when I went to Knicks games. He been the same way.
So he was always a great teammate.
I mean, in my eyes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, pickup's different than the league when you're about to lose a playoff series, though.
Melo was laughing and smiling. I walked Melo into the draft on draft day when he got drafted. He was laughing and smiling. He'd always been the same person. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was never, like, basketball, like, competitive, of course. You know what I'm saying? He got that hunger, of course, but he was always having fun with it, man. That was the thing. And I feel like with a lot of players, you know what I'm saying, people always get upset because, you know, players go, they get the bag, and then their game is not the same. Like, they was talking about, you know what I'm saying, Tobias Harris. I'm like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he ain't scoring no points. Like, it happens. You know what I'm saying? It happens.
Not
like,
for $28 million.
It goes back to what Esso.
But
And you can't score no bucket for $28 million.
But it goes to what you're saying. Situation matters. Like, they put him in all different kinds of roles. It's
$28
frustrating.
million, you gotta score me double
But
digits.
what if
you gotta get some rebounds?
What if your coach and your team don't put you in position to play well?
I saw him pass up shots in the game.
Let's
That's
just
fair,
let's
but
just let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. Maxey and Embiid were getting a bulk of the passes.
The fact.
So, as a basketball player who plays basketball, when you're sitting around and you sit around and you sit around and you sit around, and you're not getting the ball, you're not gonna touch it. You get out of your zone. Like, how you supposed to facilitate and be just ready to take a shot after you've been cold? You ain't been getting the ball for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 possessions.
I saw him passing up shots, bro.
But he passed up shots because he's probably not in tune right now with what's going on because he wasn't getting the ball.
To miss.
But it's probably a little bit of both, right? It's situation and him being a little bit flustered at the same time.
It's other ways. This is the problem that I got with people. It's mad other ways to affect the game. He didn't affect the game in no way. He wasn't getting no boards. He wasn't stopping nobody. He wasn't getting no steals. He wasn't creating. He's not doing anything.
But that was never his game in the first place.
To get bored, well,
He's 3-and-D guy.
If we in the
3-and-D plus.
If we in the playoffs, Josh Hart's role is to score 10 points, right?
He's just a better
in the play defense. In the playoffs, he's scoring 20 points. You got to do different things if you're going to get paid. Tobias Harris did not do nothing else.
But it goes back to your point.
Box out and get a board.
It goes back to your point with the situation. He's playing with his teammates. That helps.
Box out and get a board, Tobias. Like, come on, get 10 boards. Do something. Play some defense. Do anything.
What he was doing is letting Maxey get 50 points and letting Embiid get 40 points. That's what he was doing.
And that's why he scored 0.
I mean, I'm not saying I can't speak for that man, but what I'm saying, what I'm saying is that, you know what I'm saying, when you're not involved in a game like that, you know, mentally sometimes you check out.
Well, he knows about that for playing ball at Chelsea because everybody comes across half and just shoots anyway. You can't get involved in that game.
We could save Chelsea for another day, but cool. I wanted to ask you about OG's impact because I think everybody talks about the defense, and I think that on offense he gives his team effortless buckets, right? I think this team struggled in the past with getting easy buckets, and I think he brings that to them. How do you feel about his impact, and do you think they could still go far with him being injured?
I think he's a well-rounded player, OG, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the hamstring is tricky, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
True. I never really had a bad one, but I heard it's like it comes right back. Yeah.
If he tears it, he's out for the season.
Oh, definitely.
That's the problem.
See, there's like, just from being, you know, a hooper and being injured, I know how to work through these things. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, like, they listen to the trainers, man. Sometimes, and some of them trainers don't really know everything they're supposed to do. You don't know the tricks of the trade, man. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he gets hurt a lot too. Think about
Who
it.
He hits you with alternative medicine. He gets
hurt a lot though. He got hurt in Toronto.
That's a fact.
When they won the championship, he was hurt last year. He came over to us. He got hurt 2 or 3 times this year. He needs to work on his body to stay on the court because he is a game changer. Period.
Facts.
He plays defense. He doesn't need the ball to score. You don't got to run
100%.
plays for him.
Great with Brunson, right?
He's boarding. He's doing board work. He does the dirty work and makes it look good.
Their winning percentage is crazy with him.
24 and 5 or something like that. I mean, 26 and 5 with him inside the lineup. And we do need him, but I think we can get past the Pacers without him. But if we play against the Celtics, it's no way. We need him against the Celtics.
So you think with OG, you guys think they can beat the Celtics in a 7-game series?
I think they can beat the Celtics because the Celtics, they
I think the Celtics will beat themselves.
Yeah, exactly. They be
the
lollygagging.
I think you're right,
themselves.
bro. I think you're right.
Yeah. And their coach is kind of whack. I'm not going.
He's an analytic guy and likes the numbers.
He doesn't make in-game adjustments well. And those are scary people. That's like a Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers only can coach one way. Adjustment, he's finished. He can't make no adjustments.
No comment.
You don't have to comment because the record showed it. They had a rookie coach that was 30-13. When Doc came, they lost 19 or 20 games. They were under 500.
What do you guys think the streets would look like if the Knicks win a championship? It might get super crazy out here.
Crazy.
Yeah, it'll be a riot, man, if the Knicks win championship, man.
I mean, it's going to be a tough road, though, because even if we do make it to the finals, we got to get past Ant-Man, who's doing phenomenal.
We don't know if Ant-Man gets all the way there.
You got Shea. Or even if Denver comes back, you got Jokic.
That's a fact.
Whichever three of them teams
You just won three MVPs.
Yo, whichever three of them
Rare
teams make it, it's a hard way to go.
I think, and just being honest, I think Brunson should have got the MVP.
Wow, for the season?
Come on, Clue.
Come on, man.
I think he's in the top 5. I think he's all NBA first team. I don't know about MVP, though.
I'm the number one Knicks fan sitting here, and I don't think Brunson should have got the P.
Because, without Brunson playing the way he played all season, the Knicks wouldn't be where they're at.
That's true,
Period.
but SGA, his
way.
team was the best team in the West, and he had crazy numbers.
That's true, too.
Yeah, he had crazy numbers.
Let me ask this. With availability into consideration, how do you guys feel about Brunson being the best player in the East? I think that's a good talking point.
I think Tatum's the best player in the East.
I don't know, bro, because to Clue's point,
Embiid if he's healthy.
To Clue's point, Brunson could do more with less than Tatum, and I think he's proven that.
I think that's a big. That's a big.
You think?
I think doing more with less is
let's talk
a big
seriously
thing.
about the Celtics lineup, though. Is it really that crazy? Because Drew ain't doing what Drew is supposed to be. Drew looks like he's getting old now. Brown don't dribble that well.
They got better veteran starters and bench players. That's a fact.
Porzingis is literally a unicorn.
He's always going to get hurt.
He's hurt right now, but I'm saying
he's always going to get hurt.
No, you're right. But during the regular season, but it's a regular season award.
He don't stay. Yeah, but he don't stay on the court.
Derek White. They should put Derek White on the Olympic team. They need a role guy like him.
But he's not flashy enough for them.
Why didn't he?
No, because they like flashy play. That's why Jalen Brunson didn't make it. He's not flashy. Think about it. They like flashy ball players. They like the Kyries and they like the Ant-Mans and the Paul Georges and all that. That's what they like.
Who's they?
The USA Basketball. The
but you need one role guy. Like you need a few role guys with those guys.
Yeah, but
they want to win.
I'm talking about the guard that you're saying he's not flashy enough to take the game to the next level internationally.
Don't you like the mix of like stars and role guys together?
It all depends. I mean, when
how many stars do the Knicks have?
1 right now.
So don't ask me why he shouldn't have the MVP.
OG's a star in his role. I'll say that.
Don't ask me why he shouldn't have the MVP then.
Randall
was
there for the regular season.
25, 9, and 5. Chill, bro. You bugging. He was averaging
and they
25.
And they playing better without him. And they playing better without him.
He is a ball.
And they playing better without him.
But you know what we need though? We need that bruiser to do what he does in order for us to get over the top to the next level.
Well, he's not a bruiser to me.
You don't think he's a bruiser?
No.
Who? Randall.
No.
Yeah. That's all he does.
He's a bruiser, Clue. You bugging.
He's a bully.
He's a bruiser. He's a bully. He plays bully ball, Clue. You bugging.
Who's a bruiser? Oakley?
There you go.
Rick Mahorn and Oakley.
He's the enforcer. He's the enforcer. Oak was the enforcer. Shout out to my man. Oak was the enforcer, baby.
Shout out to Oakley.
People were scared of him. No one's scared of Julius Randle.
He said something today that went viral. I don't know what he was saying. He was saying some funny stuff.
Who, Oakley?
Yeah, I forgot what he said.
Jalen Brunson is the best New York Knick of all time. And then Mark Jackson was like, no, it's Patrick Ewing.
I mean, Walt Frazier is up there too.
They didn't talk about Walt Clyde.
Yeah,
They didn't talk about Walt Clyde. They were talking about Brunson and Ewing.
Yeah, we were talking about this before. Like he just needs more time, but there's a chance for it for sure.
You can't even find an authentic Knicks jersey anywhere in the city or online. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it was all Randall.
It's all sold out.
You know who I wanted to talk about, Clue and Esso? Kevin Durant, man.
What about him?
I don't know, man. I just feel like I didn't think they were going to go that far, but it was a little embarrassing that they got swept. Getting swept is kind of crazy. Has your basketball opinion changed about Kevin Durant watching him not go that deep in the playoffs since he was with the Warriors?
I mean, I don't think him as a player, no. Like, and I always say this, and I always feel like, team chemistry is always a big thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like
Fair.
You know, I feel like with the Suns, I feel like they had 3 good players, but it was a bad mix.
They all played similar, actually.
It's like you got to give, you know, Booker the ball, get out the way. You give Durant the ball, get out the way. You know what I'm saying? It's like
They fired their coach.
Bradley Beal, give him the ball, get out the way.
Today.
But they fired their coach last year. You know what I'm saying? They fired Monty, which they shouldn't have. Chris Paul was gone. Chris Paul was the leader. Chris Paul turned them around. They needed Chris Paul just for Booker, just to be the guy to get the people the ball where they needed. They had DeAndre Ayton going to the finals. Come on now. You need a leader. They don't have a leader. And why are we, and I understand, I love Kevin Durant, and I know y'all are friends. It's a whole different thing. He's old. Why are people not looking? He's old. He's been hurt. He has not been the same since he's been hurt.
Bro, being a veteran player is not a bad thing.
I'm not saying it was a bad thing. I'm talking about being able to carry a team.
Saying somebody old is
that
has nothing to do with it.
He's trying to say that, like,
that's everything to do with it.
That's not a valid excuse.
It has everything. It has a whole lot to do with it. One,
LeBron is. They say LeBron. Oh, he's still doing his thing,
and he can't check nobody. What? Everybody, he can't check nobody. He only plays help defense.
Yo, cut the tape. Cut the tape.
He's not checking
cut
nobody.
The tape, man. What
he's not stopping nobody on defense, bro. No, he's not. He's not stopping these jackrabbits running up and down the court. Nobody can stop Jamal Murray. No. Now you got Caldwell Pope, who was stopping on Denver. He can't do shit with Ant-Man.
Jamal Murray.
Ant-Man is,
Jamal Murray,
Ant-Man.
He do his thing. He get busy. But at the same time, they just play. I was talking about the shot that he hit over Anthony Davis. That was just bad defense, bro. It was just bad defense. How, like,
he plays against these all the time.
I play basketball as a defender. I'm not letting, and I always talk about this. When you playing defense, you need to play on angles. You're not letting Jamal Murray get all the way to his right. He's a right-handed shooter. The first thing I'm doing is cutting him off at his point where he's trying to go and I'm making him use his left, or you're gonna shoot going left if you're gonna make that shot over me. I'm not letting you fade all the way to your favorite spot.
You think Anthony Davis
I just seen PJ Tucker get shot over by Kyrie the same way.
Anthony Davis,
you gotta force these dudes.
Murray?
You gotta force these dudes to use their offhand, and then you can take your chances.
Do you think there's certain players that you just can't turn off, though?
You can't. Jamal Murray's offhand is like his regular hand.
What?
Jamal Murray's offhand is like his regular hand. He's dipping with the left. He's passing with the left. His offhand is not that much weaker than his main hand.
He can't.
So you push him to his left. A right-hand shooter,
if we talking about Kyrie, that might be different.
Kyrie
can really shoot with his left.
Kyrie's the craziest version
Kyrie's
of what?
running layups, running jump shots with his left.
He does everything.
Jamal Murray's not doing that. You've never seen it. You've never seen it.
Ain't nobody else in the league doing running jump shots with the left.
A lot of people could do that.
No, Kyrie's the most skillful player in basketball, though.
A lot of people practice shooting with their left. You'd be surprised.
There's a lot of players.
They might not do it in the game.
We're talking about hitting a game-winning. We're talking about hitting a game-winning shot running with the left hand. Ain't nobody doing that.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool that they got done. But you got to have big balls to do that. Whether you practice it or not, you got to have big balls because you're going to have to explain. If Kyrie would have missed that shot, we wouldn't be having a whole nother conversation right now.
He would have came on TV and said, I practice that shot all the time. I mean, it's ballsy regardless just to be able to get it up to me, pause, and just put it up in that situation to even win the game. But, I mean, you pushing pros to their offhand, like you pushing Shea to his left, that ain't going to stop Shea. Playing pro ball, and that's going to stop him.
Back in the day,
all I said is that it would lower the percentage of his chances of making the shot. That's exactly what I said.
Did you guys watch the Nuggets versus Timberwolves game 2?
Yes.
They did something. I don't know. They did something to speed Murray up.
No, Rudy Gobert
was out.
Didn't play. So now they got faster players.
But did you notice Jamal Murray was sped up?
Yeah.
Like everything. Like
because they have faster play. Because now you don't got Rudy with Towns. You only got Towns, and you got McDaniels running around 6'10", 7-foot wingspan.
That was part of Lakers' problem. They gave away a lot of the defensive stoppers.
They did.
I feel like just their role guys didn't make enough shots, like outside of AD and LeBron.
Can I say something about the Lakers? They don't play no defense, bro. They rely on AD. They don't play no defense,
AD was playing D, though. Yeah,
That's it. Nobody else. They rely on AD. Nobody's playing defense. No. LeBron's playing help defense. He's not playing one-on-one defense. He's not. Nobody's playing one-on-one defense, and they need a stopper. They don't have nothing.
We were talking also about this. It seems like this is a common thing when it comes to this conversation. We were also talking about this before the recording. Next face of the NBA, we got Ant-Man, we got Wemby. I mean, the NBA probably.
I ain't gonna lie. I got to see some more Anthony Edwards before.
I knew he was gonna say that.
I mean, it's the truth.
I knew he was gonna say
isn't
that.
it important to project?
We've seen players do this all the time.
If he stays healthy, he's different, bro.
If.
But that's the only thing. That's what I'm saying. Do you agree that's the only thing?
If Embiid stays healthy.
No. I'm talking about Anthony Edwards.
Why you throw Embiid in there?
I'm just saying
though. If Anthony Edwards stays healthy, he's going to be a superstar. He is a superstar now.
He's a superstar now.
He's a future MVP.
He's a superstar off hype right now.
Come on, bro. Stop.
Clue,
Ed.
stop.
He's the best two-way player in basketball.
Clue, stop. Clue, off hype?
If you have another All-Star, Karl Anthony Towns, you have a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year playing against you, and you shooting shots, your chance of getting rebounds, you could do a lot of wild shit, have those type of players on your team.
He's like 22, bro.
Nobody cared about Big Cat like that. Big Cat coming out party was.
And Cat knows his role now. He knows he's not the guy.
Shooting threes, he can't stop nobody down low, and rated Rudy Gobert the worst pro in the league. The worst starter in the league.
That's cool. That's
BS,
cool. But he's the Defensive Player of the Year.
Nah,
and
he's a
Karl
good
Anthony Towns is a three-point champion.
Did they look better without Rudy Gobert?
He's an all-star. So that right there, off top, spreads the floor.
Did they look better without Rudy Gobert? Yes or no?
They did, but I think some of that is just throwing the team a different look, right? Like
I got you. They wasn't prepared for that.
you're game planning for Rudy, and then all of a sudden he's gonna have a kid, and
That's fair.
But nah, I mean Rudy's good though, man.
I just don't understand how you prepare yourself from good player to superstar because you had a little run. Like
Combo's court is over.
Combo's court is over.
Like, subscribe, super things.